Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Dalton, Dalton95, which is another Transformers Legacy United video, and this one I've been waiting for a while, and that is going to be the Voyager class animated universe Optimus Prime. Now, this is one of my favorite unique takes on Optimus Prime. Just kind of the younger, inexperienced leader that he is throughout this series. It's a different take on the character, and yeah, absolutely love it. So there's going to be a lot of nostalgia goggles throughout this video. So anyways, there he is. Of course, open packaging. Still amazing artwork. I love the like gold, orange, United emblazoned across the bottom there. He's got all of his lights going on, except for his, emergency lights. So maybe he's just cruising. I don't know. There he is going into battle, looking really awesome. On the back, 40 years of Transformers. You got the 25 steps. You got him with his axe there, and you got the right half of the artwork for the line itself. So let's go ahead and get them opened and check them out. All right, so I don't know if I'm going to put this at the beginning or end, but I did forget to mention, an alternative for what you can do with those missing, fire extinguishers, the foam and grapplers. Just take this little, what I think is a speed radar thing from Chase. Just plug it right there. There's that. And just take this little effect from Rung. It could either be like electricity, but it could also be like foam or water spraying out. There you go. So there is a little something extra from Prime. So, like I said, I don't know if I'm going to put this at the beginning or end, so yeah. Alright, and here we have animated Optimus Prime out of his packaging, and I gotta say, I really love this figure. My first impressions when I first opened it, at the time of this recording about a week ago, absolutely love the figure, and yeah, my opinion has not changed one bit. There are some things about it that are kind of but nothing that's a deal breaker for me. Especially since, I've got some paint, I can fix it up. I ordered the Toy Hacks labels, and there's always upgrade kits, which, with the original animated Prime, people have been wanting forever. One was supposed to be made, but never came out, so let's hope we can get them for this. Anyways, getting right into it, does have a mix of both G1 and animated design elements throughout here. But overall does look pretty close to the character model. Now, this one isn't accurate, but here is I want to say it's the Battle Begins 2-pack of Deluxe Prime, which a lot of his transformation comes from both this and the Voyager. I've never had the original animated Voyager Prime, but I really want to get one now. So right off the bat, going into some of the details, some G1 elements they've added are the arrows here on the forearms, as well as these vent details on the shins. Not bad, but at the same time, I get why they did it. I get why they did it, to add some more detail so it's not just a flat surface. It does actually do quite a bit to help, but I would have preferred, not to have the arrows here. I know the Toy Hacks set comes with them. I'm not going to add them. Same with the details here for the shins. Not going to add those. But as far as paint goes, it does have black and silver here on the shoulder and the forearm with how the transformation works. We got some black paint here on the chest, some silver and yellow. Some yellow here, a little bit of silver there on the black plastic, just to help pick out those details. And nothing below the waist as far as paint goes, which is unfortunate. Would have preferred, would have liked if they did the trim around the bottom of the feet, the little yellow markings, and of course the hubcaps. Now, something I'll probably get into with the vehicle modes. In the cartoon, I believe it's just the center section painted silver, so I might just try that and see how I feel, and if not, paint the whole thing silver. So, face, or, for his head sculpt, very nicely done. It's, a good crossover between the two universes. Do like that pale blue that they used for, his actual face. Glad they went with the non-mouthplate version, as much as You know, we all like Optimus with his mouth plate. He didn't use it all that much in the show. Like after Megatron Rising Part 2, he doesn't use it again until Endgame. That's, you know, from what I remember. I'm pretty sure he hasn't used it since then. Or, you know, from pretty much the end of Season 1 till the end of Season 3. So this is how he looked throughout the majority of the show. You do get that nice silver paint there. You got some black trim around the chin, around these side details, the nose. Those two sections up there by his eyes, of course, around the eyes, which are a different shade of blue than the face. It's kind of a metallic blue. It's hard to tell, I just know it's more glossy. He does have that kind of cap appearance, or, you know, like hard hat kind of appearance that he had throughout the show. It's overall very well done. So let's bring in, again, the deluxe one that I've got. So with the mouth plate, and of course, he's missing those signature yellow stripes, which again, the Toy Hack set fixes. So getting into accessories, he does come with his light bar, which is all translucent plastic. I still don't know if this is translucent paint or if it's like, you know, multiple molds that are just painted over, or, you know, in different colors. I want to say it's translucent paint because if you turn it over, I believe it is all clear under here, so it's probably just painted over with translucent paint, of course. Painted over with a kind of semi-gloss or gloss paint for the housing of the light bar, and just plugs onto here. So this might be a feature for Motormaster. It might not come with the light bar, who knows. But that just plugs into there, and he does come with his axe. Now, as great and amazing as this is, and it is, I would have preferred if, you know, if they're going to go with the telescoping feature, they just make it thinner to where his hand can still fit on this section. Because in the show, he held it pretty much, you know, when it was in this form, pretty much held it by where these 5mm ports are. He held it a lot closer to, you know, the blade of the axe. So I don't know why Hasbro made the handle of it so thick here, and then more like a lance here. This seems more like a Sentinel Prime lance, the way it extends. But it is more for the two-handed feature, and sometimes he'd use it as a pole vault. And then, you know, you got a blast effect port back here, so you can have him using it for extra torque. I don't know which blast effect it looks better with. It looks great with that one. This one actually looks like, you know, a jet coming out of it, so. But yeah, it is molded in gray plastic down here and all translucent here, painted over with kind of a matte red and silver to give it that energon appearance. Because there are times in the show where it would just be a regular bladed axe. So, weapon storage, just plug onto his back here, because a lot of times in the show he would just reach back, pull it out, and there it is. So let's zoom out. Oh, too far. And take a look at his articulation, so we'll remove that. His head is on a ball joint, so you get pretty good range of motion and expression. You get 360 at the shoulders, all the way out. You get a bicep swivel, 180 degrees at the elbow, mostly due to the transformation, but it's glad to see that again. You got ball jointed wrists at, or ball joints at the wrists, but it only works as a swivel joint here. Just more for the transformation. So there is that. You got a waist swivel, which is tight. Not too tight, but it's got these weird little nubs on it. And then same with the transformation joint that's up higher. You get forward and back at the hips. Look at that, all the way back. You got a thigh swivel. It's also on that same weird kind of, like, it's got those nubs on the mushroom peg. You get over 90 degrees at the knee. Get ankle tilt all the way up to there, and due to the transformation, you can use those joints to give you some good more foot articulation. Now, there is a little notch here in the knees, and I thought this was incredible when I found it out. So if you get his arms just right, just off to the center like that. Now, you would think, you know, knees, just have them go straight up and down like that. Well, this is animated, and a lot of those art, you know, some of the old concept art and promotional art for the show, he had this kind of heroic stance to him, with his pelvis kind of going up. And then this kind of S shape to his design. So there you've pretty much got Optimus in his, you know, heroic stance. So there he is. Let's lower this down a little bit. Here is Prowl with toy hacks. And Bumblebee, I did some slight customization with the paint. I painted his fingers and added some panel line to that triangle crest and to his face there just to pick out that smile. And I even painted the bottom of the feet to match how they looked in the show. So I'm probably going to do that with Prime here in a little bit. And, you know, probably see what I can do with the toy hacks for everything else. So yeah, there they are so far. And here they are with the Prime Bulkhead, which I'm highly considering getting the conversion kit to turn it into animated Bulkhead. Especially with this little upgrade kit that I got. Because, yeah, it fits animated Bulkhead more than Prime. So there we have Team Animated. So now we just need a new Ratchet. A lot of people said that the Siege Walgreens exclusive Ratchet is a good fit. I don't know. I'll have to try and find them and see, but yeah, definitely would prefer a new mold for Ratchet. Would honestly prefer a new mold for Bulkhead that better fits these, but for a temporary stand-in, I think this works, especially if you get the toy hacks set. So there is that. Let's get these guys out of the way and get Prime here into truck mode, which is honestly simple, fun. There's a couple of weird areas, but we'll get into it. So go ahead and open up his forearms and fold away his fists. You got that. Oh, I forgot to show him actually using the axe. What am I doing? So, can have him hold it like that. It looks all right, but like I said, he usually holds it like closer to where these pegs are. And you can actually extend that, and if you pull it a little bit tighter, it locks in. So you can fit that all the way into his hand and get him to hold it. This section keeps wanting to pop apart. There we go. So you can have him holding it like that. Even get him to two-hand it if you get the arms just right. It's a little tricky to do. I got it to work for the thumbnail, but it's a little bit difficult to get it just right without the arms popping off, but there you go. So you can have him two-hand wielding the axe like it does in some points of the show. So there is that. So getting back to where we were with transformation, just open up the arms, fold in the hands, open that up, fold it in, bring up the arm, collapse that. There's that section all done. We'll come down here, bring this down. Now I do want to point out, I'm pretty sure everyone's pointed it out by now, but you know, you get some interior details here. You get a steering wheel, some gauges and switches there, some more switches, maybe a radio there. One thing I do want to point out, however, is for once, I was honestly shocked when I saw this. They finally are separating the plastic, you know, the opaque plastic from the translucent plastic. This is what I've been clamoring for, Hasbro. Please, if you're going to do translucent plastic, do more of this. No more all, you know, one piece being translucent plastic. Do this, or don't do any translucent plastic at all. This is how you do it. And of course, they painted it over with that smoky plastic because it is completely clear, but it's painted over smoky. So thought I'd point that out. It is something that legit surprised me and shocked me. So glad for that. So continue on. Bring these up. Untab these sections from here. Bring it all up. Like that. Rotate these arms down. And while you do that, just bring this whole section up, closing down this panel. And tab that in. So same thing here. Rotate 180. Bring this up. Bring that down. Tab that in. And then bring this whole section up. And now we'll tab into these slots here on the back of his elbows, which, again, some more detail. They actually molded in the seats. I would pick those out in black paint, but I have a feeling that looking at it from the back, you'd just see these random spots of black. You're like, what's going on? So I might just leave those as they are. Do get his face right there, which, like I said, the transformation does call back to both the Voyager and this Deluxe. So just like how you fold up the arms here, bring those up. Having that together real fast. You do get basically the same thing going on here, where the front of the truck will come up and meet with the robot face. So yeah, thought that was an interesting little detail. So getting back to transformation, we'll tab those together. I guess bring this up and just tab everything together, make sure it's all secure. For some reason this is not wanting to tab into there. There we go. Go ahead and rotate this around again. Oh, there it goes. That's untabbing. So these weird little nubs, I'm probably going to shave them off after this video, but they're annoying to deal with. Okay, so bring it around like that and tab that in from here. Undo the feet. Bring out this section here. Bring the foot up. Then these two little pegs will go into those little holes right there. Go ahead and pop it here at this section, bring it around. There is a slot right here. Little tab that will go into there, clipping into place. Same thing on this side, undo that. Bring the foot up and around. Up here, key this together, or just pop it together. Pop that in. Bring this whole section up. And there we have Optimus Prime in his truck mode. And, whoa, what's going on here? There we go. Now all 6 wheels are touching the ground, yes. Yeah, this version of them does have 6 wheels, much like any other Prime. Mostly to try to get that animated aesthetic of like the floating, bumper here. I think if they would have moved, like just squished this a little bit more, got this to get like sit right in here, I think they would have been able to achieve that with just 4 wheels. But it works with them being kind of hidden by this section here. So still works really well, and you still get that shape of the animated truck, at least from the front. Yeah, I mean, from there you get it too, but the feet are kind of what ruins it. Weapon storage. Go ahead and collapse that. And just plug that into there. Now there are these weird slots right here. These square slots. I wonder if Hasbro is planning something of, the rest of the fire engine or something for Motormaster. Who knows at this point? Maybe they're going to do a leader class version that's the Power Master upgrade, or maybe they know that third-party companies are going to do an upgrade kit for this. So it's honestly in the air of what they could possibly be planning. I have no idea. I would love to know what's going on inside their heads. But, yeah, truck mode looks fantastic. I mean, the front of the cab, I mean, you saw most of this in robot mode. But you do get this new grille, this whole new bumper section. It is missing the yellow markers here. Same with the roof markers, so I might pick those out in some yellow paint later. I'm definitely going to fill in this little section here to there with some black paint just to get that more, thinned down bumper that he had in the show. Overall, a decent little fire truck cab. No exhaust pipes because it's part of a larger unit, and usually those fire trucks have the exhaust near the back here. yeah, I do get the black and white stripe. Again, rolls really well. And here he is with his deluxe counterpart. As you can see, you know, even this one wasn't super accurate. It is just going more for that G1 kind of truck aesthetic with the, you know, red throughout the whole cab with the exception of the stripe and the exhaust pipes that, you know, he doesn't have. But yeah, if they could have done something here in the middle for one of these wheels, or, you know, moved them up or something, would have been even better. But real quick, here he is with Prowl, Bumblebee, and Bulkhead. So, I mean, even with just these two, it is shaping up to be pretty good for a team, you know, Earth team, or, you know, whatever they called the Autobot team. I know with, you know, the Prime characters, they call it Team Prime. But, yeah, I mean, they look really good. So, yeah. Again, I'm super excited. I really hope somebody makes a good rest of the fire engine that turns into the Power Master armor, or even just the Jet Wing armor, or, you know, a combination of both, like dual purpose for everything with it. So, like, even if it is just the Power Master armor and then the wing armor is inside, just something to give him the full fire truck look would be absolutely awesome. So, get him back into robot mode before this review goes way too long. I mean, it already is over 20 minutes. Bring these sections down. Tab that. Bring out the foot like we saw. Collapse that all up. Collapse the foot. Here. Tab the foot. Bring it out. Bring this down. Collapse this all up. Collapse the foot. There are the legs. Untab this section and rotate it 180 degrees. Untab this whole section, bring it back. Same thing with the front section of the cab. That'll allow you to untab this, bring out the wheel. Bring this all the way down. Same thing, untap this, bring out the wheel. Fold this all down. There are 2 tabs, and then right here 2 little holes right there. But those will just tab into. It's not a super secure tab, but once you get the arms forward like that, bring down this backpack and it will tab onto these 2 with those 2 slots. There we go. Just adjust the camera here. Straighten out the legs. Straighten out the arms. On both sides. And there we have Optimus Prime back in robot mode. And again, I just absolutely love how he turned out. There are, of course, some nitpicks and some things that could have been improved on, but overall, I'm very happy with this. It's, you know, I've never had the Voyager animated Prime, but I'm very happy to have this. And, you know, like I said, I do plan on getting the original at some point or another in the future. But for now, this is a great update. Not necessarily an upgrade, but a nice update to the character through a different sort of lens. I mean, it feels just like the old days of Generations where they were all stylized, and instead of just being, oh, he's crossing over to another, it's a stylized update. But that's honestly what it is for these other characters from other series. Just a stylized update, and yeah, I really enjoyed it. So I'm going to stop rambling. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think of this animated Optimus Prime down below. And let me know, are you getting them? Do you have them? What are your thoughts? What are some other animated characters you want to see? I definitely want to see a Commander class or Leader class Lugnut, a Leader class Megatron, Voyager Starscream. Definitely want to see a new Voyager Sentinel as well. So let me know what you guys think, and I will catch you all in the next video. Possibly show off what these guys look like with their Toy Hacks stickers and everything on Instagram or Twitter. I'll try to remember. I've been so all over the place, I keep forgetting to post stuff on Twitter. So hope you guys enjoy. I'll talk to you next time. See you later.